Hello. So, there are two factors that led to this book haul. That led this book haul to fruition. The first is I had money, and the second is I was bored, so I went to town. Being a Sunday, there's not many shops open in Reading. I mean, like, all the main shops are, and all the coffee shops and all the shopping centres, but not a lot of bookshops / charity shops. So, I've got 4 books, and I'm going to show you them. And because there's only 4, I'll read you the back. Well, I'll read you the back of 3 of them, and you'll see why. Yeah, so let's get on with it. So the first book I got is this little cute mini paperback of The Sword. Well, it is book 1, episode 1 in the Tales of the Otori, and it's Across the Nightingale Floor, The Sword of the Warrior by Leanne Hearn. And on the back it says, the first episode in an epic literary adventure set in medieval Japan. 16-year-old Tomasu lives in a remote mountain village among the hidden, a reclusive and spiritual people who have taught him only the ways of peace. But unbeknownst to him, his father was a celebrated assassin and a member of the tribe, an ancient network of families with extraordinary preternatural skills. When Tomasu's village is pillaged, he is rescued and adopted by the mysterious Lord Otori Shigeru, who gives him a new name, Takeo. Under the tutelage of Shigeru, Takeo learns that he too possesses the skills of the tribe, and with this knowledge, he embarks on a journey that will lead him to his own unimaginable destiny. Now, there are a few books in this series. I don't know if they're all in mini paperbacks, but I'll tell you what they are. So there's Episode 1, The Sword of the Warrior. Episode 2, Journey to Inuyama. Episode 3, Lord Fujiwara's Treasures. Episode 4, The Way Through the Snow. Episode 5, Battle for Maruyama. Episode 6, Scars of Victory. And The Harsh Cry of the Heron, which is episode 7. Yes, there's 7 of these. I don't know if they're all in mini paperback, but I really like books like this. And it is only... it's only 193 pages, I think. Yeah, it's only 193 pages, which is cool. And if I like it, I might pick up the other ones, if I can find them in this mini paperback edition. So yes, that is Across the Nightingale Floor, The Sword of the Warrior by Leanne Hearn. And then in the pound shop, I couldn't believe I found this in the pound shop. I mean, I've not heard anything about it, but it's got an amazing cover and it sounds awesome. And it is Fire Spell. It's by Laura Amy Schlitz. And you see what I mean about the cover. Like, the lettering is amazing, and this cityscape in the background is awesome. It's got like a puppet girl in front of the moon, which I hope you can see the puppet strings. And it's just really beautiful cover. And it sounds awesome as well. It is Clara Wintermute's birthday. A puppet master and his 2 orphan helpers have come to stage a spellbinding show in the vast lonely Wintermute house. But that night, when the curtains close and darkness falls, Clara disappears. The obvious suspects are Lizzie Rose and Parsifal, the 2 orphans. After all, Clara had everything they didn't: food, luxury, a loving home. But the reality is far more sinister, and the 2 children may in fact be her only chance of escape. As they begin to unravel the truth, all 3 are caught up in a deadly struggle between the puppet master and a witch of extraordinary power. And this is blurbed on the back by Nancy Werlin, who I think wrote An Impossible Longing, or something like that. I don't know. It says, a wonderfully twisty, creepy melodrama with 3 heroes to love, 2 villains to hate, and then at the end, it's totally satisfying. And it looks awesome, and it has an amazing cover, and I actually really, really, really want to read this. I mean, I didn't promise, but I really must read Written in Red by Anne Bishop, because it was sent to me for my birthday from Erin from Rest Queen, so I really should read it, as she's been telling me to read it. But I'm sorry, Erin, this might have taken over in the running. I'm not sure yet. But I do really want to read this, and it sounds awesome, and it was only £1. I think this is the reason I'm only reading the blurbs of 3 books, because I then got the first 2 books in the Mortal Engines Quartet by Philip Reeve, and that is Mortal Engines and Predator's Gold. Obviously this is the second in a series, so I'm only reading the blurb of the first. Yeah, so it says, London is on the move again. The city has been lying low, skulking in the hills to avoid the bigger, faster, hungrier cities loose in the great hunting ground. The great town moves off after its quarry as events within the walls begin to take a sinister turn. And it says, the brilliant, astonishing fiction debut from a talented new author, an adventure story to stir the blood. So yes, that is Mortal Engines by Philip Reeve, and obviously its sequel, Predator's Gold. And the other 2 books in this series are Infernal Devices and A Darkwing Plane, and they sound awesome. And when they're on the shelf together, they're really nice as well. This is what they look like on the shelf, and they sound really good. So I'm excited to have these. And the covers match, and they look awesome. And the spines match, and the backs match, which is always a bonus. And the other 2 in this series also have matching spines, backs, and covers, as well as all books in series should. But anyway, yeah, so that's those 2, and I'm excited to have these. So these are the books I got today. I'm excited to read all of them, particularly Fire Spell, and The Sword of the Warrior by Leanne Hearn. If you've read any of these, or you're interested in any of them, and you want to tell me that you're interested in any of them, let me know, and I will make sure I read them ASAP and put reviews up, because I'm excited for all of them. So, that was my impromptu haul today. Well, it wasn't really impromptu, it was kind of spur of the moment. I wasn't intending to spend any money, but I was in town, I had some left over, and I thought, hey, charity shops, books, let's do it. So that's how this happened. This isn't the first video you're going to see from me today. My next video is going to be my second unhaul video, and it's going to be all paperbacks, but I'll explain more in that video. So thank you for watching. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you want to, and happy reading, and I will see you later for my second unhaul video, which I'm going to film exactly straight after this one. So I'll see you then. Okay, happy reading, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you again in a moment. Goodbye.